Hey guys, this is Those Guys with your host, Matt Marrero, along with... Oh no. Is he back yet? Did he show up? Tristan! Okay everyone, if everyone's confused, see the show that we did yesterday with Bleach was actually recorded. So that was before Tristan went into the future to destroy the androids. However, if you noticed in our last episode with History of Trunks, sadly, Tristan could not make it until the very end, and we kind of had a little, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. However, I think we can introduce the new and improved Tristan 2.0.
No! I'm done! No more! Time travel, it's just nothing but time travel and suffering in it! Wait, am I back?
Yeah! Oh, hey, you're here. That's strange. I thought you were a robot. I guess that's the other alternate Tristan from a different universe.
Matt, what the hell did you do while I was gone?
We currently have a multiverse filled with Tristans. By the way, we're supposed to be doing Super Android 13 today, there's currently 13 Tristan androids, each one worse than the last. It's supposed to be split. You would imagine that they would only get better, but sadly I've gotten lazier and lazier with each and every one. Like this 13th Tristan I'm looking at, just a toaster with his face on it. Just a picture of his face on the toaster.
So let me get this straight. You tried to replace me.
I mean, we didn't go live with it. We were just doing some test runs. But, none of them heard the different Tristans. But, I mean, I thought you were dead.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But,
Anyway.
Yeah. So, you're back. How was your journey?
I really don't want to talk about it.
I mean, you're okay, so nothing bad must have happened. Yeah, cool.
You don't want to know.
I haven't seen him recently, folks, so he's probably missing an arm. However, let's talk today about Super Android 13, because for some reason this movie is a lot more interesting than fucking Tristan's travel through goddamn space and time.
Yes.
So yeah, let's focus on the movie. So let's focus on this damn movie. The Japanese version, the Japanese name for it, is Extreme Battle, the Three Great Super Saiyans. What I really enjoy is that, even with the Japanese cover, they just don't care about spoilers or subtlety. Just, what'll get them to come? They all go Super Saiyan. Even Krillin, definitely Krillin. Just get them all Super Saiyan, whatever. Just
Krillin's one of the three, didn't you know?
Yeah, right? It's Goku, Vegeta, and Krillin, because Trunks has no business being there. Go back to your own time, you time traitor.
Except for, being in line for a supermodel contest with Krillin and Master Roshi and Oolong.
See, he's taking her spots in line. They're taking her jibs. These time-traveling bastards are taking her jibs.
Oh.
I feel like that's what would happen if Trunks just said, yeah, everyone, just make a better future. Come to the past. No, Trunks, no.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. But, because clearly in this movie, Trunks understands how time travel works. Now, usually we go in order here, but folks, I want to break order. Also, by the way, if you want to call in and talk about anything you want to regarding this movie, please call in. The number is 718-664-9468. Again, the number is 718-664-9468. Or you can call in to make Tristan feel uncomfortable about his travels through time and space. But anyway, what we're doing right now, though, is we're talking about this movie, right? And Trunks. Again, I was saying how he doesn't really understand time travel. Because unless he didn't learn this yet in canon, but I'm pretty sure he did with, where the episode was plopped, with where the movie was plopped, with the episode lineup and everything. So apparently Trunks at the end, while he's fighting 13, makes a really cool dramatic speech, which is really cool and dramatic. But he says, you know why you're not in the future? Because you're destroyed here and now. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, you fucking idiot. If he was regardless of what happens here and now, your future does not change at all. We've discussed this, Trunks. Trunks, do we need to get out the diagrams again? Do we need to somehow smuggle in, if we're talking about multiverses here, smuggle in Rukia from Bleach just to kind of draw you some pictures and shit?
Oh.
Did the explanation not really sit well with you or something? Just she's just like, and then here's this bunny and here's that bunny. Rukia, they're all dead. Well, yeah, your future's pretty fucked up. So here's that dead. Just a whole bunch of dead bunnies. But seriously though, yeah. Come on, like it was. Apparently the guy from the future, the guy working the time machine, doesn't even understand how time travel works in their universe right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel like I should try and defend him, but I don't. I got nothing.
That's great. That makes me happy. Just for once, you're like, well, I would like, you know what? I love you, Trunks, but what the fuck, man? This is Tristan here. Yeah. And by the way, me too. I'm a huge fan of Trunks. I mean, I loved him ever since I was a kid. I've talked about it before. You know, when I was younger and I saw these Trunks promos, I was just so excited to see who the hell this guy was. So, you know, come on, man. What are you doing, man? But yes, so Extreme Battle, the three great Super Saiyans, or in America known as Dragon Ball Z Super Android 13, it came out. Well, for us, it came out in 2003, which is kind of funny. We were I wasn't getting out of DBZ at the time, but I think I was getting out of DBZ movies. You know, because I already had. I'm not saying growing out of you have to grow out, but no, but when we talked about this, you know, during the earlier podcasts for DBZ. When we were kids on Toonami, it's like they were just amazing. You know, they were spectacular. And now with this film, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but you know, I had already seen it via VCD. My dad actually bought me VCDs off of eBay a while back, you know, when I was about 11, 12. Around this time, this movie had come out in America, and they were fan-subbed in Japanese. So, well, you know, English subtitles. They were Japanese originally. So I kind of already saw the movie, and the dub didn't really impress me. So, but hey, I didn't even get to see it on Toonami. But what do you think about this movie? I want to know what you think about it, Tristan.
Yeah, I thought the movie was pretty good. I think probably the first time I saw it was probably on DVD at a friend's house. Right. So I just kind of had fun with it overall because we were both watching it together. And I mean, it was funny because we were even cracking jokes about it then, but I mean, it was...
That's the thing. Like, we with other movies, even some of the later ones that we're going to do, I feel like we have to find jokes to crack, you know, where we have to, really, pick apart, this movie... It just kind of lent itself to it, which is upsetting because I don't think the original Japanese movie really makes you want to make these jokes. It's just the dub. And I usually don't complain about the dubs because, honestly, I love Funimation. I love this company, but I feel like sometimes the script gets a bit too liberal, even though I like to make things liberal. But they're a bit too liberal.
I mean, I don't know. It's funny. To me, okay, the things that they... The things that they did with 13 and, you know, the other androids and, well, I mean, it kind of made it a little more memorable for me, I guess.
Fair enough. But
out of the movies, I can recall this one a little bit more.
Is it a good memorable, though? I mean, for you, maybe it is. For me, it's not so much. Because I will admit, it's not forgettable. I'll definitely give you that. But I don't feel as if it's memorable in such a fond, this was so really. It just felt like it was just there. You know, the film, you can remember it, yeah, but you never think we need to see Super Android 13. You don't understand, man. Where many of the other films, I do feel like they kind of have that feeling. Where many other films, especially after rewatching them, I'm thinking, you know what? Damn straight I have to see this again. You know, but if someone told me, even though I don't like skipping movies or skipping episodes or anything, but if they said, listen, it's a life or death situation, right? Can I skip it? I would say yes. You know, where many others, they go, I could die if I don't skip it. It's worth the death. It's worth it.
I mean, it might also be this was kind of around the time, I mean, I don't know, maybe with Trunks, but... This was basically around the time where I kind of liked DBZ the best.
Fair enough.
I guess you could say, just around the androids, Gohan is still young. You know, Vegeta's around a little bit more. maybe not that he turned Super Saiyan yet, but Goku has Super Saiyan. Trunks appeared. I don't know. It's just.
I feel like it's just a hard movie to swallow a bit after we had Return of Cooler. Now, I'm not saying it's as bad as Return of Cooler, but what I'm saying is, we had Return of Cooler, we have this. Thankfully, Broly's coming up to kind of wash away, most of the bad. Just that's the thing. Where it's too mediocre. I'm not saying that's the worst thing in the world, but two mediocre movies, one after another. It can hit you hard.
I mean, I feel like this one was better than Cooler's Return.
Definitely, I'll give you that. Yes. But, I mean, I don't know. I'll talk. Well, first off, you mentioned before how they made the androids. What's funny is, in my opinion, the Japanese version really made the androids look that way. I think, but what the problem I think is that the English went, in my opinion, a bit too far with some people. Where you look at the little tiny android, right? Yeah. Who, yes, he does look like an African American pimp. No one should deny that. Because that is what he looks like, or the android looks like. However, the issue is that you give him a quote-unquote black voice, but it isn't like, okay, even though it would have sounded awkward, if he was voiced over by Samuel L. Jackson,
right.
even better, Kevin Hart, someone who is African American, I think I would have said, well, you know what? That's what I'm saying. How funny would that have been? I would have been okay with. But here's the thing: he was voiced over by Josh Martin, who wasn't African American, and who also, by the way, is known for being the voices of both Fat and Kid Buu.
That's interesting.
Yes. That's an interesting choice for people. But still, all jokes aside, although, that's an interesting choice. To put them in a lineup, what do they have in common? But still, they're both. Oh God! So what do they all have in common? Well, they're all colored.
Oh.
They all different colors, like pink and purple. Oh God! No, but seriously though, all jokes aside, right? That's the thing where it's just it rubs me the wrong way. When I checked, and I was like, is the guy actually African American? And I had to, because the thing is I don't know. I mean, I just feel as if if you're going, because again, he wasn't actually black, obviously, but he was purple, and Jinx is purple. I mean, not the thing that Jinx was made by the people who are working with Toei, no, obviously, but still, it still makes you think, like, okay, that's their way of saying this person is African American. Possibly. But still, it's just, I don't know. I feel as if you should have, I'm sure that African American people have tried out for Funimation. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason why they couldn't have at least tried to get someone who was. See, that's my little thing. Where it's just, that right. See, you mentioned the androids being, each one being, a bit more memorable. Yes.
It was, I don't know. I feel like they were memorable in a sense that they were different, and I mean that in the sense that you look at them and it doesn't scream, androids right away. Like, if you look at the androids, they've all got different body types, they've all got different, well, I guess you could say personalities.
Yes.
Those are still there.
Correct.
But, each, I don't know, it's come a long way. Giro is trying out a lot of different models. Yeah.
He really is. The Chris Rager voiced Android 14, who is the tall one. 15 is being the small one. And the tall one, it's funny because he doesn't have a lot of lines in the Japanese version, so they gave him a bit more. But it's very interesting because Chris Rager has also been Hercule and King Yemma, among others. So that's very interesting. Would like to point that out.
Yeah. I guess they were trying to give them Kid Buu had plenty of fighting parts, but...
Yeah, no, it's interesting if only because it's just, he had more lines than he did in the Japanese. And also the fact that I'd like to point out is that from the looks of it, he's meant to be, if you want to point out only stereotypes, not saying that he is, but by stereotypes, he's Native American, I would assume.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what it's been said anyway.
Which is very interesting, I guess, because yes, you're correct. They were pretty different, I would say. You know, which is a cool thing, I think, to have with your Android. It's just, it's weird when they try to, like, that's the thing. Like, at least with him, from the sounds of it anyway, they didn't try to get someone who was just like, hey-oh, you are strong. Because then, I mean, you know, I don't know. It's just something about it just seemed a bit off, at least with, you know, with the small one. But anyway, before we get to 13, let's, but I mean, hey, you know, before we get to, before we even talk about 13.
Before we get to the cream de crop of Android 13.
Let's actually talk about everyone else. So,
okay.
All right, let's start from the beginning, actually, because usually we do talk about stuff from the beginning. I want to talk to you about. So obviously this movie can't be canon for, you know, a number of reasons, but I want to bring it up because it's funny how the opening of the movie is just weird, where it kind of rewrites history because it shows, you know, it's first off, it's obviously, you know, brand new, filmed for the movie, but it's filmed without the emphasis. It's filmed with the emphasis on Dr. Giroux's death, but not with them kind of coming in to, you know, right after. Yeah. So it's weird, where it's just like everyone's just kind of like happy, like, yep, Giroux's dead, la 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 la. I'm sitting here like, what the hell? Like, you guys are pretty screwed up. Like, what about those other androids? What's going on here?
It's funny now that you mention that.
Right.
So, okay, I'm just thinking of this now. Like, stop me if something sounds wrong. So you have that beginning scene where, you know, 17 and 18, they kill Giroux and they fly off and they're going to do whatever the fuck they please.
Right.
Now, Giroux... Yeah, no, I just found a loophole in it already, but I'll continue anyway.
Good. Okay, good. I'll loophole the shit out of you.
So Giroux's dead now, and they say, oh, the computer continued on the evil doctor's work, yada, yada, yada. It's like...
Right.
So what if that was Trunks' time? And 14, 15, you know, 13, 14, and 15 came back to the past to kill Goku. And I already know where the loophole is, so.
Oh, actually, where is it? That sounds quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, it sounded interesting at first, but the loophole is Giroux's computer is blown up by Goku when it's trying to analyze his power level when he absorbs the spirit bomb, so it's obviously in their time on their Earth, so yeah.
Ah, yes, of course. But still, that would be very interesting, and it would make a lot of sense because, you know, I mean, you know, like it could actually, that one little thing right there, that one little, you know, like script change right there could have actually made this canon.
Yeah,
in a sense. I mean, there would have been other things that obviously wouldn't have. Also, I would like to mention that this movie apparently airs in between the episode where the 147th episode, right? Okay. And the episode starts out, you know, where it's like where Goku apparently is wants to train in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Right.
So in theory, you know, Imperfect Cell Saga is when it happened. So, in theory, I guess you could argue that because the manga doesn't, sadly, for the anime movies, they don't take the manga into account. They really should, but I'm assuming they don't. So I'm assuming even though the manga was definitely farther than where the anime was at the time, when that came out, that was probably around the time where Trunks figured out, wait a minute, you know, like, this can't work.
Right. Yeah, so it's not going to do anything for my future.
Yeah, exactly. But I think, so in other words, the movie was probably done thinking, because sadly, they knew who the villains were going to be, but they may not have taken that plot into account.
Right.
So that's probably, because it's funny, in both versions, it isn't just an English error, in both versions, Trunks basically says, you're not in the future because we kill you here.
Right.
And anyone who knows anything just sits there and goes, but no.
Yeah.
You become Christopher Walken. No, you're wrong. What are you doing? Trunks, my friend. Wow.
You're killing me.
You're killing me. Wow. What's wrong with you? You're from the future. Jesus. But anyway, so Chuck Huber voiced Android 13.
Right.
In a complete swerve. So, and I checked. He's actually from Texas, so it isn't the worst thing in the world. But no, because as you know, obviously, Funimation, they're located, in Texas.
Right.
Yeah. But of course, you can have people like if I wanted to relocate, if I wanted to, I easily can. you know, where if I wanted to relocate and I had an actual, you know, freaking resume, I can do voices. But if I actually have a damn resume, right, then they could actually take me for one of their roles, and I could relocate. And, you know, if they like me and I, you know, whatever, and I'm good with them, you know, I can keep on auditioning and hopefully keep on getting parts with, you know, with them. Because they actually have open auditions. I know it sounds silly to think like, oh yeah, well, you know, they do. It's funny. We assume they don't, because the cast is almost the same every single time.
Right.
But it's just because of the fact that, you know, I mean, think about how many people try to audition and are just really, like, either bad or they are trying to just, like, throw their resumes at them or trying to come in for stuff, and they either don't live in the area or they just have anime, you know, like anime fan dubs, you know, things like that. So basically, I feel as if they just, you know, they can hire new people. I mean, we've seen new people come to them in the last 5 years or so compared to the Dragon Ball Z original days. You know, if you look at a Funimation anime now, you realize that, you know, Sean, you know, Schimmel is gone, right? Sabbat's still there. But a lot of people, like Bulma's original actress left, Gohan's original actress left. Who else? But still, those two right there are big hits. Frieza's original actress left. I mean, you know, it's funny. She came back for the Yu Hakusho movie, as well as but she left. I believe Chi-Chi's actress is still there. You've seen Kai. Is she still there?
I think it's a different actress, actually, but I could be wrong.
No. That's why I wanted to say she. I wanted to say she left, because that's why I wanted to help confirm. I was like, I think she left. So that's the thing. A lot of people actually have left. They'll just come back for specials or something.
Right.
But a lot of people have moved on. Or you have someone like Vic Mignogna who, for somehow, right, can do work with Funimation one day and still do all of his work in, you know, mostly LA-based.
Right.
I don't know how. Good for him, but I don't know how. So, my point being is that, you know, they do have auditions and stuff like that. So, but mostly they're centered in Texas. So people, you know, so he is from Texas. So obviously that accent wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it just felt so unfitting for me, coupled with the lines, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing, where I know you said memorable, and yes, I will argue that you will remember them. But for me personally, it's not in the best way possible. But that's just me. But anyway, so I mentioned earlier, you know, this movie came out in 2003 for us. Came out July 11th, 1992, originally, in Japan.
Right.
I want to mention that I wasn't even born yet, but we're getting close.
We're getting close.
Months off. Yeah, I was born in September. Couple months off. We're almost there. But it's still very interesting. It's just, damn, like, it took that long. Again, we keep on. It's always it's always going to be an 11-year gap, right? Basically, because you know the movies also move farther away and whatever, right? But still, it's always interesting to just note it. 11-year gap. Japanese date, July 11th, 1992. Hours, February 4th, 2003. Hot damn. Stop complaining about anime, kids. It'll be there in a week. Don't worry. It'll be there in 1 week. Don't worry, all right? Just freaking wait. But anyway, so we brought up the beginning of the movie, right? We brought up how the Jiro thing was a bit confusing to me. Yeah. And then the next scene was even weirder, right? We have Krillin being Master Roshi's perv student, right? Which he's been before on and off, but not to this extent, right? Online, right? So Master Roshi's online with Krillin, Oolong, and a confused Trunks. And I just, right then and there, if that was just the movie, I feel like the entire movie would just be Trunks. Like, he was just sitting there and feeling just like, this is what I fought for? Really?
Oh, God.
This is the future. Like, this is the future that I thought that I should save, honestly? Maybe that Jiro guy, I don't know. Maybe he had it right.
Oh, God.
That's all I'm saying. Just maybe. I mean, I don't know. But
well, I mean, Jiro just wanted to take it over, didn't he?
Yeah,
he only really wants to destroy Goku. He wanted to rule the world.
That's actually how funny is that? Just, all I wanted to do was kill Goku. Those damn androids destroyed the world. All I wanted to do was just kill that one man. That's all. That's all.
Well, I mean, aside from Cell, but yeah.
Well,
I think that kind of went a little bit out of, Giroux's data range.
Yeah, no, I think all he wanted was just, no matter what he made, all he wanted was to kill Goku. That's all.
Yep.
The problem is that, again, once things become sentient, all of a sudden they're like, Goku and the world? No.
No, just
Goku.
So
and
Goku
anyone
and the world.
Who steps,
no!
And anyone who steps in his way, you know what? Sure, definitely. Anyone who steps in his way. Mind you, to the robot, it's just like, yes, anyone who just steps along in the way. Like,
right.
So the robot just goes, yes, this person walking in the street, they're in the way.
Oh,
shoot to kill. That's what I'm saying. Like, just the robot, just like, yes, anyone who's in the way. No! But of course.
Engage track 3.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, yeah, I understand. It's okay. But also, the androids walking through the city, right? That was an amazing scene. I really enjoyed, However, I want to note something, right?
What?
I understand that, they couldn't see them coming because they couldn't feel them coming.
Yeah.
Right? But where they were specifically, the actual, view that they had, it's like, could you guys not see the explosions or?
Well, I don't think they were actually, like, sitting next to the window. I thought they were, like, more towards the center of the room.
Man, when there's explosions, like, you don't matter where in the room you're sitting.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, shit, the building that they were in was extremely tall.
Yes, and that's the thing, the building they were in, and also, by the way, I know it sounds like nitpicking, but still, please understand. Oh, well, you know what? They couldn't see the explosion. They couldn't even feel the androids. What about the people that they were killing?
Yeah,
so,
that's
isn't it
true.
Weird? Like, what if you're in your house, right? And all of a sudden lights start going off. Even if you can't feel or see whatever, you can maybe hear flickers. Like, it's as if lights were going out. You know what I mean? We're like, okay, no, this one's better. You're looking up at the stars, and like they start kind of going out. Even if you're not looking at the specific stars, you're like, wasn't there light just like right there? Now it's kind of dark. That's creepy, right?
I mean, the only thing I could say to that is that, I mean, I know the example is filler too, but like when Krillin throws the rock at Goku.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, or you could argue
if they're not paying attention, they're not paying attention.
No, that's what I assume.
Yeah.
I just assume.
But I know what you mean, though. That's a good point. It's like, don't you feel all those people dying? It's like, there's a lot of life force going out below us. I'm sure it's fine. That's
the thing, yeah. Because, like, I understand if they can't hear, because I don't believe, I feel like super hearing for them really does have to be turned on, Where it's like it's not like Superman's, where it's just always there, So, like, I feel like for them, instead of having to turn it off, they have to turn it on, But just the simple fact that, like, energy is just going away. It's dissipating. It's disappearing throughout the entire city. And it's just like, la, 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 eating food. Like, damn it, guys.
Yeah.
But hey, if you want something even more sad and depressing than, the entire town dying while the superheroes who are extremely super don't notice, Chi-Chi kicks Krillin's butt. we here at Those Guys would like to say that we're sorry, Krillin. We're sorry that a woman who, nothing wrong with her being a woman, but who is only human, she's trained, but not as much as Krillin has, right? Can kick his butt so hard that he starts flying because of it. We're sorry, Krillin. It's okay.
I don't know.
And then Krillin's quote, which made me cry for like 3 days, "Face it, Krillin, you're destined to die all alone." Dude, I'm so sorry, man. It's okay, man. One day you'll get a hot android wife. Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. Just all their parts
it's funny. I almost thought that they were foreshadowing with the model contest. He's like, just something that he said. I can't remember exactly what. He's like, it doesn't have to be the hottest person. He's like, I just really want to meet somebody. It's like, well, I mean, depending on when this takes place,
Skynet.
Shouldn't be too far now.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too long from now.
How terrible is that, by the way? Literally, you're dating Skynet, Krillin. Like, that's what you've... How much... I mean, nothing wrong with 18. At the end of the day, she's a really nice person. I made that part syntax joke, but she's actually human now, you know? She's pretty much human. Everything, like, it's, fine, right? But still, it's like, how low do you have to go in theory? In just thinking of, okay, well, there's people, there's people up here, and then there's kind of like dogs down here, and then there's inanimate objects. Krillin, you're about, no one can see my fingers. You're about this close to dating a body pillow.
You're in a very, well, I would say it's more of a gray area, but like you said, she is pretty much human.
Now she is, yes, but originally, at the time, it was like, whoa, she's
funny.
Cute. Krillin, she's a fucking toaster. Krillin, like, she could, like, just, like, put a fucking blonde wig on my toaster, put some makeup on it, and it's like, hey, beautiful. It's like, I'm sorry, but it's just...
I just, of all things, toaster?
Android 18
you could have at least gone with, AI, but no, you go straight to toaster.
Android 18 makes the best toast. Master Roshi, everyone looks at him. It's like, Krillin, you don't have a toaster. I said nothing.
I do.
No, just flies away, like, breaks through Kami House. You heard nothing.
Okay.
But all jokes aside, what?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, there is one line, like Jiro always says, like, in the anime and in this movie, like, when he awakens them, and, they're disobeying him, and 17 kills him, and he's like, but I gave you life! I am your master! You are wrong. You did not give them life. You basically took it away.
Yeah, it's very interesting because, again, I don't know if they're trying to say that they were worked on as people because there's never really been any backstory where we don't know if they were worked on as people or if they were just made from scratch because the way it sounds like 16 was made from scratch and they both had lives beforehand.
Well, because, like, I mean, I guess it's not definitive proof, but, even 18 says, 17's my brother. So it's like... Yeah. That's the thing where, and they'll say, like, 18, they'll talk about, like, 16, like, I remember there was this random line where, like, he was, like, made from scratch, or he was, like, rebooted, or something, where it makes 16 feel like a clean slate. Yeah. Yeah. Where the other two, it's like, Jiro, did you, like, rip their skin off and just, put it over the metal body, or what? Yeah, pretty much. For most of it. But again, hey, it's funny because I'm making all these jokes about Krillin, but I identify with Krillin so much being a short man, and I also feel as if, I would go after, hey, if you look at my girlfriend right now, I basically went after the tall blonde. So, I'm not saying that, it's kind of funny, actually. She and I have been talking about different cosplays for, certain cons, and we actually came down to Krillin and Android 18. It's actually really, I just have to shave my head, and she was like, no, don't do that. To see that. I know. To see that.
Oh man, but so anyway, but it's funny because I want to feel bad for Krillin, right? You do because I told you, this movie, like just little things, and I was like, Krillin, no! Yeah. All of a sudden he starts slipping on ice. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Never mind. Yeah. Although there is another joke in there too. Why is Krillin always the one catching an unconscious Vegeta? I don't know. Could you tell me other movies where this happens so I can please laugh? Well, I mean, okay, technically Goku caught an unconscious Vegeta probably a lot more than Krillin, but Krillin's got to be at least, runner-up. I mean, he didn't catch him, but he took away, like in the Cell Saga when Trunks goes to fight Cell, he's like, take my dad away, and just that shot with, like, Krillin holding Vegeta over his shoulder with the thumbs up, just... I've seen too many captions of that, and just oh god. I haven't seen any, but now I have something to do tonight. Thank you. Yep. And I find that quite interesting. And I feel like even Krillin was gonna make the joke because I'm like, he would do that, but he didn't, and I was so sad. I'm like, I know he said something, but I don't think it was what I was looking for. I just think it's great. Was Vegeta what Krillin was looking for? Apparently, he's always catching unconscious Vegetas. You know, maybe there's something involved there.
Oh God.
Just Krillin. I'm sorry. I could never turn away a blonde.
Oh.
Krillin. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, Krillin. But all right. I mean, I guess it's just. We didn't know. We didn't know, Krillin. I mean, just so any blonde. Well, I mean, okay. All right, Krillin. But also, speaking of something good in this movie, instead of just making all these jokes and shit, the fights were really good, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, 15 catching Trunks' sword, and then Trunks being able to, at the end, use his sword to fight 15, and, I mean, the fights are always cool, but I will admit, like, this movie was really, good with that, because, I don't know, like, I think, okay, right, the movie always has each and every movie has great comeback moments, because obviously, yes, the villains are going to fight, beat down the heroes for a bit, and the heroes are going to come back and take them out. I have to be honest. Right. Maybe it's a family thing, but when you look at, Vegeta and Trunks' comebacks, they were amazing.
Yeah.
Just something about the shots and everything, I was a huge fan of them.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I was too. Like, just the fact, it was 14. Yeah, 14 beating the hell out of Vegeta into the ice block, and then he just catches his fist at one point, and he just smiles at him. Yeah. And then he goes... And, oh, right, they did, like, they both ran at each other and they did the one punch, and Vegeta crumples down on the ground like, oh, crap, well, what do you mean that wasn't enough? And, 14 turns around and he's chuckling, and then his head just falls into his hands like, wait a minute, why is everything upside?
Exactly. Also, I'd like to, I think that, when all three Super Saiyans, when they all went Super Saiyan for real, that was an amazing moment as well. This movie had some great moments, I feel. It's just like little things here and there just kind of, ticked me off and kind of made it a bit more just there. But I will admit, if it made into an AMV, this movie's amazing. Right, I'll say that much, right? I'll just say that much.
I think when I was a kid, I probably wet myself when I saw them all go. Like, just hearing Krillin say it, like, it's all three Super Saiyans, I'm just like, I think I said it with Krillin.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think they're just trying to write Krillin as, like, this kind of way to interact with the kids. And it's like, hey, Gohan's right there. You don't need Krillin. Gohan's right there. But also, I don't like what Vegeta said when he first appeared, by the way. I don't know if you caught on to it. It's like, like I know he turned Super Saiyan to fight Goku, but it feels like he just wanted to fight him, like, forever. Like, we will fight each other forever until we one day die of old age. Not, I am trying to train so that I could kill you. I mean, just straight up kill you, motherfucker. Because, like, did you notice that? Where he was like, after this, I'll kill you. I was like, what? It's like, Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really feel anything wrong with it. I mean, it's just Goku. That's Vegeta.
I don't know. I mean, you've noticed Piccolo kind of changed for the good, and I know he's had longer to do that. But it's just. But I'm saying, like, I'm not saying Vegeta has to change for the good, but it's just, I don't know, it's very awkward to just have him basically say, like, it's like, I still haven't. Like, you guys gave me a home. You guys did this, and this. I don't want to just fight you forever. I want to slay you. Like,
Well, I mean, because I don't think Vegeta really has that revelation that, I have a home, I have a family, this is where I live, until after Cell, where Piccolo basically had that revelation when they were fighting Frieza.
Of course. And of course, hey, Piccolo appearance, he always needs to be there for a good movie. And
he's always got to be there to take the brunt of the attack for Gohan.
Yep, and you can't be there, you can't have a good movie without a good old punch in the balls. Just straight up punch right in the nutsack.
Yep.
I don't want to be graphic here, but it happened. Go check it out. It was actually not in the edited version. There was actually an edited version that removed that scene, which is really funny.
Wasn't it just like a big white flash over it when it happened?
So,
and then you just see Goku on the ground?
Exactly. So it basically did happen in a sense where, like, he had him by the leg, and you're like, I wonder where that punch is going to go. White screen. Oh, my God, did it just? Goku's on the ground. Ah!
Yeah.
So you can put 2 and 2 together. I mean, honestly.
He fell out of Super Saiyan too. It's the best part. It's like if he was still in Super Saiyan, they might have gotten away with it. Like, oh, where did he hit him? You know. It's like, but no, he fucking fell out of Super Saiyan. So he probably almost lost consciousness from that last one.
Exactly. Just like he forgets the entire fight. Just so what happened? Like, guys, Goku, he punched you right in the. Oh.
Oh.
Like, oh, well that.
Oh
that
God,
hurt.
and he just like crumples on the ground. It's like, oh God, why did you remind me? I can feel it still.
Yeah, right. He just like blinks. Oh God.
Yeah.
His vomit just like goes through the earth.
Yeah.
Because he's a Saiyan. They didn't realize that they have freaking acidic vomit because Goku can eat everything. Therefore, his stomach acid is just pure acid.
Oh, okay. I was going to say just from the force of him vomiting, it like crushes a hole in the ground.
That too. Not only is it acidic, but it's the force of it.
Oh, God.
Goku vomits and he's like, did I fly into space? You did, but you also destroyed the Earth in the process, which blew you even farther into space. How can you still breathe?
Yeah. And I would like to say one thing.
Yes.
I mean, you'll probably back me up on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I really would have expected, punching him in the nuts from Broly. But
yes.
Then again, let's all be honest here. Broly didn't need any cheap shots, now did he?
No. Broly's the kind of guy to just punch you repeatedly in the face.
I'm going to punch you in the face. But, I mean, shit, I could punch you in the chest if I really wanted to. It's like, but that's probably the least vulnerable. Oh, God, my chest! Yeah,
right? Just coughs up blood immediately. That's funny. I punched you in the leg. Broly punches you in the leg, you cough up blood. I think my kidneys just failed. But just to give you some background on this movie, I know we've been jumping around with the background, but I want to mention that just like all the other movies, this movie was also written by Takao Koyama, who has written every single DBZ movie thus far, and also wrote some movies for Saint Seiya as well, which is very interesting. And also, this movie actually came out, at the Toei Anime Fair, in theaters, along with Dragon Quest, Dai no Boken, and Rokudanashi Blues. If you don't know what those are, well, first off, how do you not know what Dragon Quest is, you freaking idiot? But if you don't know what Rokudanashi Blues is, it's okay. It wasn't really brought over here. I mean, there's video games, there's actually a live-action movie, there's an anime, there's a manga, but it's okay, because it's a sports, the genre is sports, action, and drama. So, I mean, it's pretty damn long, 42 volumes. Jeez, that almost beats Dragon Ball Z, actually. But we didn't get it here. That happens a lot, as I'm sure you might know. So, hey, if you're interested in it, look it up. What is it again, Tristan? Did you pick up the name? It's Rokudanashi Blues. Is the name of the film.
Right.
Is the name of the series, is what it is. Yes. So, when Goku finished off Android 13, how cool was that? I thought that was pretty damn cool, I would say. The whole spirit bomb, but not actually a spirit bomb, but I'm still going to take you down essentially with a spirit bomb, but it's really my Super Saiyan essence. Look, I'm just killing you. Shut up. Right? How cool was that?
It is funny. Like, when he did the spirit bomb, it's like, oh, he's going to do the spirit bomb. Wait a minute. He's right above the planet.
Right?
Let me think back to Namek. Giant crater, almost hits the core of the planet, probably drains the entire ocean. Oh, fuck, he's going to blow up the Earth.
What I think was, that's the thing. Before I realized how creative it was, I was like, Goku, how stupid are you? But then it was very creative. I thought, you know what, Goku? You're smart. Like, immediately, one little thing just made me change my whole entire, perspective of Goku.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot genius.
Genius? Yeah. Because it's basically, you have the same realization. Oh, crap, if I launch this right now, it's going to blow everything away. Well, what else can I do with this?
I'm going
to have to absorb this.
Yeah. It was very interesting, I have to say. You know, and some people try to say, oh, well, he shouldn't be able to do that and blah, blah, blah. And fair enough, but still, the fact that it was even an idea to someone, like, I have to admit, you know, I mean, I know America actually also has some really great fight scenes and some really great choreography, but I have to be honest, you know, I'm a big fan of the Japanese kind of method of just, you know, because sometimes it feels as if we're in America, I don't know, I'm not a stunt guy, but you know, when I think of fights, I'm like, oh yeah, this and this, blah, 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 right? Where, you know, in Japan, it's like, it's always about outsmarting. You know, that's what I'm saying. I really like how, like, some of the things that I really feel as if some of the things that they think up really are genius or out of the box or different.
Yeah. You
know? And it's funny because even, you know, like, most of my fighting knowledge comes from Bruce Lee, right? So, China, right? Or Power Rangers, which actually for a very long time now has either been using the Japanese footage, so if you like the fights, Japan, or a Japanese stunt choreographer.
Right.
So it's very interesting how it's just, either way, it's the Japanese.
Yeah.
Do you like something? It's probably made in Japan. I like Hulk Hogan, made in Japan.
What?
I'm fairly certain that's inaccurate. I'm fairly certain you're inaccurate.
It's like,
Hulk Hogan,
I know you
made
said
in
he
Japan.
might have toured over there, but...
He has, because he's Japanese. No, he isn't.
Well then.
But anyway, getting something that angers me more than Hulk Hogan. Let's talk about the end of this movie after everything's over, right? And I know this might not be a big thing to you, but it's a big thing to me. Not till the fist jumps is a line that never has made me laugh and get angry at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
I figured you were going to be so pissed at that.
And it's strange. It's a strange line because, again, it makes me want to be like, huh, and then think, but why? Because here's the thing, ready?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Not till the fist jumps, right? It's something where it's just, like, I don't want to, you know, like, yell at Funimation because, you know, again, I really like them. They're really cool. But it feels as if they were trying to make an abridged series before abridged series were a thing. And that's upsetting because you don't want to have, you don't want to feel like the company is not taking its shows or movies seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
You know?
Like, because it was just silent in the Japanese, wasn't it? Like, they were thinking, oh, I wonder how they're doing, and you just see them, like, sitting on the ice cap, floating in the ocean, and that was it.
And I wouldn't mind a little thing between them, where a little tiny thing, where it's just like even though they wouldn't say this specifically, I don't like cursing in these films. So, you know, like when he's like, I'm gonna whip your ass, I was like, ah. So, like, I don't like cursing, but still, I would have even taken, like, I wonder how they're doing. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like,
yeah.
I would have.
No, the
two
of them are just like,
that.
So, you want to go?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I would have accepted that. Well, no, like, I would have accepted, I know it sounds really bad, I would have accepted, is this seat taken? Fuck off. I would have accepted, even if you said, like, I want to make this funny, right? You could make it funny to where it's just something that, like, one of them fucking with the other one. Fine, fair enough. Yeah. But I'm just not, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of that specific line. And I'm really upset that it's still there, where it wasn't like a one-off thing in the theaters or wherever, that they thought, you know what, we should probably change this. Yeah. And like, it's in, like, I'm sure it's still in your Blu-ray version. And if it isn't, hey, awesome. Tell us about it. Go on our Facebook, those guys on the radio. That's the URL. Or search up those guys and say, it is not on the Blu-ray. So, hey, thanks. But currently on our DVD it is. Yep. Right? So, and that's relatively recent. Yours is even more recent than mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So, and yours is from 2009 because you got the steel box things, right?
Yes, I did.
Yes. So, that's a huge issue for me. Because, again, it makes it feel like it's just something where it's just obviously maybe they sensed the fish jumping, but they said, is it over yet? As if they're talking about the movie itself. Where it's I don't know, like, it's a thing where it's like, I will admit, I'm a fan of self-referential humor. I really am. Yeah. But it didn't need it. Where, okay, like look at Pokemon, let's say, right, where sometimes they'll do shit like that, and it could, and I understand, you know, whatever, but one, Pokemon is even more for kids than DBZ is. DBZ is for kids. Here's the thing, too, by the way. You could argue, oh, no, but DBZ is a movie for kids. That's why it had that joke in it. They said, whip your ass, you know, and we're kind of a bit more like, you know, like, I don't know if this movie is for kids as much as, you know, like Pokemon is, right? like the way it was dubbed and marketed, right? But of course, DBZ in Japan is for kids, just like Pokemon is, right? But so with Pokemon, you can have moments where Meowth is like, "So, are we done with the episode yet?" Because it's Meowth, for fuck's sake.
Right. Yeah.
It's Team Rocket, right? That's the thing. Like if you had Professor Oak say that, well, not even Oak. It's weird because there aren't that many. Giovanni. That's the thing. If you had Giovanni. Because I have to really think of someone who would never even, because Oak would do it. Oak would look at the screen and say, "Goodbye, kids."
Yeah.
Okay. Right? If Giovanni did it, you'd be like,
what
no.
The fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, like, what? Yeah. But, like Giovanni, Mewtwo is flying away. Everything is just destroyed. Just Giovanni, when will this all be over? Tune in next week, kids. What the
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why
and
are you
looking
into the
Mewtwo,
camera?
like, smile and wave at the camera.
Yeah, Mewtwo smiles, waves, gives a thumbs up, and goes, "I'm coming for you next, human," and then flies away.
Right.
So yeah, it was very jarring for me. Funny, it was funny, but it didn't need to be there. And that's something that I would do, where I would abridge this movie and I would put that exact line in there. So if I'm going to do that, they shouldn't. It's that simple. If my humor that's arguably good. Arguably, it could usually bad. My humor is, is like going to be in a, it's like, it shouldn't. If I'm going to put that in there as a joke, it shouldn't be in there by them. It really shouldn't, because it doesn't make people want to buy your product, and it's upsetting because I want to buy your product. I want to buy pretty much all of the, subbed/dubbed anime releases, and but because I want to support I want to support anime. I know that we have fans, who will sub, things at a moment's notice, but still, I want to support, anime, via the companies and everything, because, I mean, they're taking their time to do this. Usually, they're pretty damn good, and and I'm also a collector, so I like putting DVDs on my shelf that don't cost $90 for 4 episodes, because damn it, Japan. So that's what I prefer to do. But sadly, sometimes we'll have to deal with stuff like this, and it's very upsetting because, again, I mean, we were kids at the time, but we were kind of growing up. It's kind of funny, where we weren't the same kids that originally saw DBZ, I think. Yeah. Because we were growing up. So, mind you, had they done this, I think it was also just poor timing, where had they done a joke like this maybe in Garlic Jr. or one of those first few movies, we might have just laughed and, like, kind of walked away. Right. But we were getting old. That's the thing. Like, I just feel like they didn't understand that. Like, people in our age range, either a bit older than us, or maybe only 1-2 years younger than us, were watching these movies. Even when I was younger, I felt that was, kind of out of place. But remember, though, when it came out, we were 11. So we were younger, but we were getting closer to, like, 12, 13, because that's when the movie first came out. Yeah. So that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying, where if it happened with, like, Garlic Jr. or something like that, we were still pretty young, I think, that it would have been, like, a bit out of place, but we maybe would have laughed or still or something. Yeah. But that's the thing, where we were old enough to be like, that shouldn't be in here. Like, I literally, when I first saw that, because, again, I mentioned I saw the Japanese first, and then I saw the English, a while after. This is my first time seeing it, but I saw it a while after. I thought that was a joke. I thought someone was fucking with me, where they were like, look, this is the actual clip. I was like, no. That's an internet That's an internet thing. Someone's doing their voices. That has to be that. And they were like, no, it's from the movie. And I was like, oh. I don't know. But I mean, hey, if that's the worst thing in this movie, I guess it's not the worst movie in the world, but it can bring it down, though, which is an issue. It can really bring down the score, even though we never really give scores. We're kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway? The points don't matter. Don't matter. Yeah, but if you had to give this movie a score, from not like a, what? No, because the points really don't matter. We're not even doing like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. No, we're doing A, B, C, D, E, F. Go. Oh, okay. What would you? I would give this movie a C. What about you? I'd give it a C+ or a B. All right. Look at you trying to help this movie's GPA. Look at you. Yeah, I mean, I'm a harsh grader. I'm not really a harsh grader because it's DBZ. I think anyone else who doesn't like DBZ would be like, this is an F movie as well as all other DBZ movies. So I'm not that harsh of a grader. But yeah, I would say C. You're in that weird range where like a C+ or a B-. They're the same thing, you ass. No, it's like a point off. Shut up.
No, it's different.
Right. Yeah. B- doesn't make me sound like a dickweed. But anyway, all right, so that's where we are. We would like to thank you guys for listening to those guys. Please like us on our Facebook. Again, Those Guys on the Radio, if you're searching us through the URL, or just search up Those Guys. You like our Facebook, you get a lot of our posts about what we're doing next. I mean, today we did the Dragon Ball Z film, Super Android 13. Yesterday we did the Bleach movie, Memories of No One. No one. Yeah, Memories of No One, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Memories of Nobody. Right,
sure.
with Tristan and I, and of course we did today's show, and that's that, and of course Tristan, happy to be working with you, and happy that you're back from your time travel shenanigans. He's just so funny. Like, he's gonna write these down and then make these into some really post-apocalyptic war reenactment sitcom. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be a laugh track and everything.
You're a dick.
Yeah, pretty much. But hey, guys, again.
I suffer through time travel. Time travel is nothing but suffering.
Thank you guys for listening to Those Guys. I am Matt Marrero, here with Tristan Walter.
Time travel and suffering.
Here with Time Travel and Suffering, and it's his middle name. And we are signing out.